For years, a team has lived in the shadows of being almost good, but not immortal. Close, but never really crossing that final line. But football is cruel. It doesn't reward efforts, it remembers only the one who finished first. Now, they were once untouched, unbeaten, invincible. But now comes the real test here today. Are they finally ready to rip off that tag of near enough and crown themselves champions once again? Or is this going to be another story destined to unravel at the finish line? The team that once ruled England without losing a single game. The only invincibles this league has ever seen, and yet for years they've watched the title slip away. Right at the moment it mattered most. 3 straight runners-up finishes, never holding the trophy, 6 long years without any silverware. But this season could be different. I know what you're thinking. Here we go again, the same old cliche. But this does feel a little different. Not just the quality, not just the consistency. There's a new edge, a team that is hurt by underachieving all these years. A team that now walks like it can smell blood.
The last 3 or 4 years we've been at the top of the Premier League competing and got really close, but haven't been good enough. That's why this season we have that extra desire and fire in our bellies to go one step further in every competition.
This was Arsenal's midfield engine Declan Rice, basking in the wind that has taken them to a major final for the first time in 6 years. Arsenal had defeated their rivals Chelsea in the London derby, and after 4 failed attempts, the Gunners finally smashed through the semi-final barrier and are now just 1 win away from ending their trophy drought.
Well, it's the best vitamins that we can put in our bodies because we're playing every 3 days. But the fact that you work so hard to achieve those moments and to have these moments together, it's just magical because you can see the joy, the smile, the energy in the dressing room, and everybody who works at the club.
Arteta talks about magic, joy, about energy, but the real story here is the calm behind all of it. Because despite the limited silverware, there has always been something about the Spaniard. A calm sense of conviction, a belief that never quite wavered. And that's exactly why the club stuck with him all through. In an era where managers are fired before their coffee gets cold, Arsenal continued to back Arteta. And that faith shows. You can see it in the squad's depth, 2 strong options for every single position. That's what will matter when the season hits the brutal business end. Now, of course, I've already talked of the atmosphere, the sense of belief, the collective calm that resides in that dressing room. But now let me get into why this really could be Arsenal's season, because it isn't just about the vibe here, the team dynamics and what is clicking in that dressing room. There are other factors that lend to this becoming a possibility. These are facts that will come up on your screen. Arsenal are still alive in 4 competitions. They are top of the Premier League. They top the Champions League group stage with 8 wins out of 8. They are in the Carabao Cup final, and they are in the 4th round of the FA Cup. And here's the part that could help them secure the first one, the Premier League title. The defending champions Liverpool are a shadow of themselves. Manchester City are struggling to find rhythm. The door is open wider than it has been in years. Now look at the path ahead. 11 league fixtures, 6 domestic cup games, one of them the final. 4 Champions League knockout rounds, difficult, yes, but they earned their position by topping the mega table. That's 23 wins between now and June to complete a magical quadruple. Hyper-pressure matches, finals, tiny margins. Will it happen? The fact Arsenal are even in this position here, and we are talking about this being a possibility, tells you everything about the level they're operating at. So now the question is rather simple. Can they finally do what they couldn't in all those previous attempts? Hold their nerves somehow when the fixtures tighten, when those moments arrive. Stay ruthless when the pressure suffocates you. Turn nearly men into champions. They've got the squad, they've got the depth, the energy and the vision. They're building the mentality, and this might just be Arsenal's moment of glory.
The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? From battlefields to negotiation tables, from internet outrage to real-world injustice. The conversations everyone is having and the ones they're avoiding. It's the same show, But this new year, Firstpost America gets a new look. I'm Kerry Johnston, and this is Firstpost America.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.